What's happening, my traders? It's JD Trades, and welcome to this week's pre-market analysis, where I go through some of the moves ahead of this week before market opens. As always, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification to get notified whenever I post a new video. And if you enjoy this kind of content, more of this content is provided inside of my Telegram. Free link to my Telegrams in the description box down below. Let's get straight into it. As we always do, we're going to start things off with the DXY and the dollar. Now, last week, we spent majority of the time inside of last week's weekly low and weekly high. So last week's range, right? Simply put. Towards the end of the week, we've seen price stretch towards the low of last week and take out last week's low. Now, to be honest, I do need to see more information, right? So potentially see Monday's price actions, Tuesday's price action, we do have NFP as it is the new month of October. It's crazy. The year is gone. It was only yesterday, it was January, February. It's now October and, pretty much the end of 2024. So make sure you guys, if you haven't found anything that is new or you need to jump at opportunities when they come because time will fly by. It's better to take risks, take chances with certain things and it not work and say that you tried. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Anyways, let's get straight back into the outlook. So, yeah, like I said, we do have NFP and unemployment rate coming this Friday with average hourly earnings for the dollar. Okay, so a lot of the week may potentially stall towards the latter stages. Okay, now realistically, I do actually want to just see this continue to drop. I do want to see the dollar continue to drop and take out these key lows here. Right, so if we go to the monthly, this low here is the month of July 2023, and the dollar hasn't been this low in over a year. Okay, so that would be quite significant, right? Even though the Fed has had some bullish or hawkish comments, and some of the data have suggested bullishness for the dollar, we've continued to see it come down. Okay, so are we going to get a recovery on the dollar? We'll have to wait and see. Right. Other than that, I do just kind of want to see this kind of tail off and continue to drop lower, as I've said earlier. All right, next up is going to be on Bitcoin. Guys, I don't have a lot of pairs to actually go through just due to the fact that we kind of closed in a very strange place last week. Okay, we had a lot of movement, especially on gold towards the end of the week, so it was a little bit interesting as to why gold did that or as to why markets did that. Anyways, let's get straight into BTC. So Bitcoin has in fact taken out that weekly lower high, so we have now flipped bullish on the weekly time frame with that closure. Okay, if we head to the daily time frame, you can see how we've taken out that high and the liquidity resting above those high as well, and we are now starting to kind of range a little bit. Okay, now I want to see us work inside of this weekly imbalance. Okay, so for a potential pullback, right? You know, potentially BTC might continue to push up higher. If it does, that's fine, right? However high it chooses to push up, we'll just extend the fib swing and we'll monitor as it goes. But for now, what the data is currently showing us, I would love to see us actually work inside of this weekly imbalance or work towards it for this week ahead. And then potentially we can see the week after potentially give us a continuation. Okay, we'll have to see. Maybe this week won't necessarily reach the weekly imbalance. It might take maybe this week, next week. We'll have to monitor that. Now, taking a closer look inside of this weekly candle area, right? If I go down to the lower time frames, the 2 hour candle, we can see this 2 hour imbalance that is resting inside of that weekly level. Okay, so this is the weekly area that I just marked out, and this is the 2 hour imbalance as well. Now, this imbalance, we were waiting to see if market can give us a dip lower first before it took out that weekly high over here. But as you can see, we didn't get that. Now, there's a lot of lows here that price can definitely target. A lot of equal lows. There's quite some nice targets inside of here where if and when we are coming down, these would be some very nice areas to go short and to target. Okay, and on top of that, we do have a higher time frame magnet. Okay, a high time frame POI where we can attack and go for. right? So I do want to see at some point once we've reached exhaustion and we start to reject to the upside and start pushing down lower, that would be the new area. So I'll still look out for this area. This setup is still valid, which I have posted inside of the Telegram, the free Telegram link to the free Telegrams in the description box down below. Okay. Next up is XAU USD. So with gold, we had a flash sale, right? The reason why I say a flash sale because we had a quick drop to the downside on gold. Okay, even though we had bullish, how shall I explain this? We had bullish flashes. Okay, now Friday we can see that we did in fact take out this high here. Now for those of you that don't know, this is Asia's high. Okay, and look at exactly where that wick went to before we started to drop. Okay, now initially we did go long inside of this setup here, right? Now the setup did of course push up into a little bit of profit. You should have been able to potentially move to break even before it started to just completely tail off. Okay, now the Asia sessions high got taken, swept, and then we had a dip to the downside. Now for this week, I kind of want to see what we're going to do inside of this 45/1 hour candle, right? I want to see how market's going to react because this is a New York hourly candle, okay, 8 o'clock. I want to see what price does once we get into that area, if we can potentially get another leg lower. This does look really good to actually drop lower into, better areas. I.e., for example, if you look at this 1 hour candle, that is a potential target for us to, look to go long, right? If we head to the daily time frame, we've just played into this daily imbalance as well. We've reached about 50% of the daily imbalance, I believe. Yeah. Okay. We're just about missing 50% of the daily imbalance there for gold. So that 50% of that daily imbalance should line up with the hourly candle area here. Okay. As you can see, we need a little bit, a price to drop a little bit more for us to head to that area. Okay. On the weekly time frame, it's still too soon to kind of say, but if we do continue to drop, let's say next week or this week, sorry, we've got this weekly imbalance resting inside of here for us to target. So it's definitely interesting, and we'll see how this week kind of plays out. We've got a lot of high impact news that can definitely shape things up. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the week ahead and excited to kind of see how the week is going to pan out. So guys, if you guys want to join me, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video. I will go live on YouTube here to of course show you the live market price action, live market printing, and I love to see a lot of you guys there and new faces there as well. So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you join, you subscribe, click that bell notification, and also join the free Telegram. Post a lot more chart analysis and many more inside of there. As always, guys, remember the theory behind the practice, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.